Leonard, last name Adams, Adams.
And then you can look right at it.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me about this project. I mean, how much of a labor of love?
I want to talk about our project today. Is a great labor of love. It's called a day of service for our Quest Veterans Village, which is a new affordable supportive housing program for chronically homeless men, women, and veterans.
Okay. Don't even worry about looking at the camera. It look crazy.
Okay.
Okay. How needed is this veteran?
Housing for veterans is always needed, especially homeless veterans. This is a supportive housing program to deal exactly with the support services that veterans need. They're a little unique in the traditional support services that are out there.
When you look in the streets of Atlanta, we see it everywhere you look. People sleeping on the bridges, people sleeping in cars, and a lot of those guys. Why did it touch your heart to focus on veterans?
Well, I focus on veterans, one, because I deal with the homeless population for over 10 years now. But myself, I'm a veteran, war vet for the Desert Storm Gulf War, and I see that veterans have a unique piece in the homeless population. They are actually persons that have went and served the country and come back to a country that may sometimes not know exactly what they're dealing with, and they tend to stay to themselves instead of reaching out to quote-unquote civilians. So to do a veterans project, myself being a veteran, we really feel that these homeless veterans are open up to some other veterans and be able to get the support services and affordable housing that they deserve.
Tell me why is this so important? I mean, when you think about a man who's went and bled and fought and almost given his life in occasion for this country, why should we focus? I mean, why is that so important when we focus on that population?
I'll tell you, I actually went to the service in 1990, and I didn't expect to go to war. I thought I was just going to the reserve to go into get some money from college, and end up going into active duty and got pulled into the war. And when I got back from the war, I really said, you know what? Everybody doesn't get a chance to do this, and it really wasn't my choice, but I did sign on the dotted line. For someone who has went to war or served the country, this is all that we can do, is to give them an affordable place to live, a decent place to live, and services that they need because of some of the situations they've been through when they did go to war.
What are some of the things you see in veterans when they come out here? Some of the issues they deal with?
Some of the issues that we see in the homeless population is mental illness. We see a lot of post-traumatic syndrome. We see even some addiction, drug addiction, which is something that we can have services wrapped around that could really help them to stay sober and clean and be able to deal with not only just the addiction or living in recovery, but deal with some of the stresses that came from seeing some unkindly things in the war.